And then a little bit of time passes and he says, well, if we can't do it on your platform, you need to find me a deal. And this is, again, this is hurting my feelings because it's like, bro, I've done this on the pretenses of I'm helping you get your platform going. And why can't you just trust the process? You're going to have a way better outcome. You're going to have a platform. You might make 5K a month for the rest of the year, for the 2 years, 3. I'm giving you a beginning on your platform, and you kind of throwing it back in my face and it's not good enough. And I'm just like, man, and he talking about, you need to get me a deal. You need to sell this to Netflix. I'm just like, bro, like this isn't, if we'd have said we need to film a project that's the quality that we could sell it to Netflix, it's a completely different approach. If you're telling me we're doing something to launch your platform, it's completely different. If you're telling me we're doing something for the Trap Law Ross platform, that's a completely different approach. So he telling me you need to sell this, we need to get a deal with Netflix. I'm like, bro, like that's, and I'm like, bro, this isn't a Netflix project. I'm trying to explain, like, bro, if I could get Netflix deals, I would be having Netflix deals. I'm not that, like, you telling me to go in a week and do the goal for you that I've been trying to do myself for over a decade, right? For 10 years straight. And I'm just like, bro, this is just, I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to come out. Like, I don't know. You put me in such an uncomfortable situation. So anyway, come from there. He basically just saying to me, like, I'm like, bro, like, really, you need to take you need to trust me and put this on your platform. You need to get your platform going, bro. The biggest and best outcome for this is for you to use this to launch your platform and have a sustainable income from your platform going forward. You don't want to do it, man. It was just a no. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. I'm just like, bro, that's so disappointing, man, because I'm putting you in position. It's like no good deed goes unpunished. I'm trying to do a good thing and it's not good enough, and then you turning it back around on me and coming at me with aggression. So that's super disappointing. And then he's basically saying, you need to find me a deal. You need to find me a deal. Now, again, I heard that Lupe told me that he'd been offered a $20,000 deal from Channel 5, Andrew Callahan, to do the interview. I don't know exactly how true that was, but that's what she said to me. She said, oh, she could probably get 20. And I'm saying, that's a good, like, can we get that? Like, that's a good deal. And apparently, I'm hearing it's not enough. He wants more money. He wants Netflix. And it's like, I just don't know where to go with this. And so he's just saying he wants a deal. I'm not knowing how to get a deal. So I'm thinking, look, what's a platform that actually has interviews? And ironically, the best platform where this could have gone, it was No Jumper. And he's not seen eye to eye with Adam. So I'm thinking, bro, I'm racking my brains. And the only person I could really think of where I'm like, this content will actually fit and do its best, because I don't have an interview platform. Even I don't want it to be on my platform because it doesn't really fit. I don't have it. The one person who got an LA gangster interview platform is Cam Capone. I've hit Cam Capone up and basically said, look, I'm trying to find a place for this 4extra content to live, where it's going to get seen by the most people. It's going to give him a good outcome. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Cam Capone was kind of disrespectful with his first offer, because I said, look, I'm trying to find a deal. You haven't got to do anything. It's upload the content and basically I'm trying to get a good deal. And I said, I feel like a good deal would be, I'm just literally giving you the content. It's edited, it's clipped, like 80-20. And the goal on this guy, bro, this guy said, oh yeah, 80-20 for me, right? I'm just like, bro, you crazy? Really? He thinking he getting 80% and I've paid for this whole thing. And I'm just thinking, bro, this is such a shame, because it's like 4extra's not trusting me and putting this on his own platform. He would rather get into a deal with somebody that had absolutely no care for his best interests, because he doesn't trust the process with the deal that I, with my clean heart, put together for him to have his own platform to go off. So I'm just thinking, like, bro, this sad, man. Like, this sad at this point. Like, can't you just trust the process? So anyway, we go back and forth, and I'm just like, bro, that's a crazy disrespectful offer. But at the same time, it's like, this is the situation we're in. He don't want to do it on his own platform. I don't know why, but he don't want to do it on his own platform. So I've basically said, look, that's just out of line, bro. You're going to need to do, but we're going to need to do better than that. I said, look, at the very least, you can do 50-50. And again, I don't want to say I regret this, but I was kind of like, I had to bite my tongue, because it's like, I let myself get screwed out of this deal, but also my intentions from the start of this was to gift 4extra something that he could get his own platform going with. Now, I didn't want to renege on that and be like, well, I need to get 30% of this deal. I'm 2K in the hole for this project. I tried to just limit myself and say, look, this was a good deed. If 4extra doesn't want to accept the good deed and do it the way that I want him to do it for him to get the best outcome of it, it just needs to stay as a good deed. So I said, look, you don't have to give me anything out of the deal, but you need to give him a more fair deal than taking 80% for nothing. Crazy. I think the last conversation I had was that Cam was talking about, okay, 60-40 split in 4extra's favor, 60 for 4extra, 40 for him, and he does all the clipping, he does the TikToks and all of that stuff, and then 4extra does an interview on Cam Capone afterwards to talk about the situation, and then basically Cam gets 60% of the interview, the new interview on Cam Capone about the interview that I did with him. And Trap Law Ross gets nothing. Zero. All right? Because I'm a nice guy. I wanted to do this as a favor. This was supposed to be 4extra launching his platform. He didn't want to launch his own platform. Cool. That's how he wanted to play it. So he got 60%, I guess, of the revenue. I don't hear anything from anyone for weeks. And then I get a text. And who's the text? I get a text, not from 4extra, not from Cam Capone. I get a text from Adam22, my friend.